My name is Jessica Sanna, and I work in enterprise security, specifically cybersecurity at M&T Bank, and I am the co-founder and coordinator of Band Against Bullying.
My name is Michael Bryant. I also work in enterprise security. I oversee the physical security and investigations department, and I'm the founder of Band Against Bullying. Approximately 8 years ago, I was approached by M&T Bank's management development program to create a community outreach event. During that time frame, New York State had proposed some legislation in support of bullying prevention and cyberbullying prevention. I came up with the idea of establishing an inter-high school musical competition. And as a consequence to that, it was proposed to the management development program. And the lady to the left of me raised her hand and volunteered to work on this with me.
So I saw the proposal back in 2012 to be a part of this this idea that Mike had pitched to the management development program, and took the opportunity. I thought it would be a great idea to promote bullying awareness in our community and network within M&T Bank and get our partners involved in a good cause.
It has been a great awareness vehicle for us, and I think strategically Jessica and I would like to see this program in Rochester, Syracuse, Albany, and other points in New York State. It's taken a little bit of time. The event has grown. I think we have sustained some momentum to keep the program going. Last year, the National Federation of Just Communities awarded Band Against Bullying a Culture and Arts Award. So we were very flattered to have received that award. I think that establishes an opportunity for us to continue the program, to promote its success, and so far I think Jessica and I have been very pleased with what's happened. As it relates to how well we're reaching out to our high schools, we have had over the past between 8 and 15 schools in the competition. It's always well received when we have more schools than when we can handle. And we never exclude a school from the competition. But I can remember having 2 years ago close to 250 students participate in a performance. So over the past 7 years, it's over 1,000 students that have been engaged, involved, and there's always been some touching stories about whether our program is really reaching its target audience. I remember receiving an email from a grandfather of one of the performers, somebody who I did not know, who just reached out to me and said, Mike, I thought I was just going to my granddaughter's musical, and what I saw on stage just absolutely stopped me in my tracks about the message that the young adults were performing on stage. So I would say there's at least one opportunity where somebody is telling me this is making a difference. Again, getting into a little bit about the format for Band Against Bullying. We have high schools perform for approximately 5 minutes on stage, and their message is not only musical, but there are vocals, there is art involved, there is dancing involved. Those 4 elements are strategic to the voting process, and we have local sports celebrities, other local celebrities that support the judging process, which is extremely important for us. We have a strong alliance with the University of Buffalo Center for the Arts. They have been extremely supportive of us, and to have a unique place to do what we're doing is extremely helpful. The Alberti Center for Bullying Prevention, which is located at the University of Buffalo, becomes a support element for us. The executive director, Dr. Amanda Nickerson, is one of the judges. We've had some local sports personalities that have supported Band Against Bullying over the years. Baby Joe Macy, who is receiving, he is being entered into the Buffalo Sports Hall of Fame this year, next month in fact. Joe was bullied when he was younger. You wouldn't expect a heavyweight boxing champion to have been bullied, but the way I met Joe was he had a website, Champs Against Bullying, and we talked about this effort, and he was 100% on board, and he has been a judge for several years for us. Andrew Peters, a National Hockey League Buffalo Sabres alum. Andrew adds a little bit of a comical commentary. While this is an extremely serious matter to discuss, it's Andrew's frank responses that garners a little bit of smiles and laughters when the seriousness of the topic is discussed, and that's been very, very important with our audience because it just balances the reception.
So I think it's really important to note that, you know, I'm backstage on the event of Band Against Bullying every year, and one of the things that's most captivating for me is, although we consider ourselves a competition and there's judges and the structure of things, of course, I would say that we of course award a trophy and there's a winner, but everybody's a winner because they are just simply participating in Band Against Bullying. The message is clear. Every single year, these kids come up with such creative, unique ideas, and they are so talented at the same time. And I think what's really important to know is that backstage, you would traditionally think that there's a lot of competition between the students and perhaps even rivalries, but that's not at all the case. Everyone's talking and chatting and encouraging one another, and they would prefer to be in one single room supporting each other, watching their acts versus their individual dressing rooms. So for me, every year, that is the largest takeaway, because that's really building the camaraderie and the anti-bullying message that Mike and I had strived to do, 7-8 years ago. So I think to spread this message continuously over the duration of the year and not just at the one event, it's really building those ambassadors within our community. So spreading the message and having people spread kindness and treat each others with kindness, and instilling that within the children that are performing so that they can take that message back to their schools, to their dignity, their groups within their schools, and really extend that message to the rest of their community throughout Western New York.
I think that I'm very fortunate that this small idea has graduated in a significant way, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without Jessica's help. So for me, it's been important to be able to literally hold hands with a number of people in support of making this a success. From the folks at UB to our staff that push this along. We start working on the next Band Against Bullying right after the last performance, and it appears that the schools continue to want to be involved, so that ensures that Jessica and I know that the little bit that we do in support of this is still continues to be important.